Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Well, that's some sad news I gotta tell you, folks, and I hope you can bear with me. I just got this information from my man, Jason Rose. He posted it on our website, which is catered to the ladies. If you are following us on CS Combat Sports, you know we have created a new page on Facebook called Lions Den Women's Mixed Martial Arts Community, or in short, LDWMMMAC. So come by the site. I posted the description. You know, it's a lot of dedicated to women in MMA, and also I think just in combat sports generally. Check it out. Join. Post pictures, post information, share. I mean, try to get support for these ladies because women really need the help in MMA because it's just it's usually known as a man's sport and it's just a lot of BS. But anyway, back to what I was gonna say. This lady's for you is one Kathy the Red Dragon Collins. And just recently, I just found out it's my man Jason Rose posted from via bjpin.com, which is a page dedicated to MMA, that she passed away yesterday, September 25th. And she suffered from a brain aneurysm, which she had occurred Friday the 20th. She was in the hospital and she had some difficulties between that and the brain aneurysm. Kathy is a former Bellator, LFA, and MMA fighter. She fought in several organizations, most notably LFA and Bellator. She started her amateur career back at a organization called, let me get it down here, RTP Show Fight. Back, you know, she started her amateur career goes back to August of 2011, and then she turned pro with a company called RTP Show Fight, May 2015. Now she fought in several other organizations, but more notably, as I said before, she fought in LFA and also Bellator. Now in Bellator, she had a 3-1 record. Her last fight in Bellator was against Bruno Vargas back at it was back July of 2017, and she beat Vargas via unanimous decision. Then she fought a good bit at LFA, and her last fight was back in June 2018. Now she fought some notable names such as if you follow some CS's Combat Sports, Jamie the Pretty Assassin Thornton, Mandy Polk, Shannon Sin, and also Emily Dakota. And the last fight at Bellator was against Bruna Vargas. Now, not much. Like I said, if you follow MMA, she, like I said again, Kathy has not fought since 2018, and that was at LFA. And for a good while, she was out, I think, because of medical reasons, and she suffered a very, very awful brain aneurysm. And she passed, as I said again, she passed away yesterday, and she leaves behind 2 young sons, and that's hard. You know, she was only 32 years old. That's young to be 32 and to die of a brain aneurysm. And if you watch my other video I put this morning, you talk about how I said about how, you know, these fighters risk their lives. You know, and we talk about many times on CS Combat Sports, where man, Coach Ed Harris and the rest of the family, how these fighters risk their lives. I mean, and you know, and just like boxers, when you take headshots, you know, like from feet, hands, you know, kicks and all that, you know, it's going to be some damage, and brain damage is the worst. It's hard to recover from. You know, we talk about, like, you know, look at Muhammad Ali. Now, sometimes he had Parkinson's, and you can have the disease. It's genetic. Sometimes you can have it, but sometimes stuff like, you know, severe shots to the head can aggravate it and make it you know, advance more. But you know, Kathy, as I said, she left behind 2 young sons, and well, her friend, one Miss Sarah Jones was creating a GoFundMe to help her out. She created a few days after Kathy was hit by her aneurysm. Now, the GoFundMe was at least about over $1,800, and they were trying to shoot for $10,000, and that's a lot of money. But now I think that money might be switched over to funeral for funeral arrangements. So what I'm gonna do, if you really follow me on YouTube, also if you follow me on Twitter or also on Instagram, I'm going to post some of this information, her GoFundMe account. If you got $5, $10, donate to this woman. I mean, she went out there. She was in a competitive, tough sport. She took punishment, and for that, she dies of a brain aneurysm. And that's just what I mean. That's why these boxers, these fighters, they need some support. They need help. They need some way. So when the day comes when they get to so bad where they can't walk, move, talk, or anything, when they have to, their family members have to switch their bedpans and change their diapers, they need something, they need nurses, they need assistants, they need doctors, they need all the help they can get. And this woman, 32 years old, who was fighting, she was in combat sports for almost 8 years, competitively, almost 8 years. And she dies from a brain aneurysm when it's bleeding on your brain. And some people, at the worst, you die. At the least, you might have some issues like speech. It takes you years to walk. It's just, there's a lot of fighters who tell you that it's just something hard to come back from. But Kathy, she was an athlete, a gladiator, a fighter, a mother, a wife, and she deserves better. And it's sad that her friend, had to get a GoFundMe to get, her finances up. I'm gonna shout out to Scott Coker. Scott Coker, she fought on your company for she had at least 3 fights under your company. And I think you should at least, to him, Scott, donate something. You got the money. It doesn't hurt to give $10,000 to help out somebody, especially somebody who fought for your company. I think you got more heart than Dana White. He wouldn't do something like that for anybody. But to Kathy, the Red Dragon Collins, I hope you find a better place. I mean, I'm sad that your children had to lose a mother, but I think they'll be all right. As long as they have families, somebody to take care of them, they'll be all right. But it's gonna be hard, for a child to not have their mother around. I take care of my mom. I've told you before, I take care of my mom, and it's difficult. It's hard, and I think if anything happens to her, she goes, that's gonna piece of me. I think it'll break my heart too. But out there to people, I'm gonna post some information, her GoFundMe account. If any of you who follow me, check it out. I'll post it also on my Instagram. Also, I'm gonna post it on my Twitter. Do something for this lady. She went out there. She entertained people. She fought as a competitor, and she deserved better than just maybe a nice pine box and a few words. It's your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.